Maladrin and Eldrick, they're in the Shadow Vale in the Feywild, or Feyworld, and they, Megan's character, Aelwyn, and her raccoon just answered a riddle and passed through the Shadow Vale into the next area that we have not discussed yet, and the other two gentlemen were left behind with a group of fawns that have been guiding them through the Shadow Realm, or I'm sorry, through the Fey Realm at this point in time. We pick up where we left off there, which is exactly that, with Eldrick holding the bag of the riddle, which was, do you have an answer to that riddle now, or do you need me to pull it up again? Let me find it. Stream tokens. There it is. Let's see. So here we go. It was no. It's up here. Yep, I got you. The riddle is, I am always there but cannot be seen. I am nothing, yet I define where things have been. What am I? I can put that in the chat for you guys. You did say time last time, and when you said time, two shadows appeared and kind of flickered in and out of existence for you guys, and you were concerned with that, obviously, because we're about to roll initiative on it, I believe. Yeah, I mean, you can answer again if you'd like, or I mean, there's these monstrosity shadow things coming at you, so it might not be a bad idea to figure out a way to not die. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are the ones you had come up with at this point. Yeah. Let me see if this does what I want to do. Boop. Doesn't look like it did. You can roll an intelligence check to try and get out of having to answer it in character. We'll see where that gets us. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. Who knows the answer to the riddle? It's in the chat. Anybody? Here, it's in the chat again. So he's 5. It matches up with what you said in game yourself, Tim. Eldrick has no idea what this riddle is. You notice that the four fawns or satyrs are over there chatting. They're over there, kind of chatting together, heads together, and they seem a little nervous even, as you answer again, and two more shadows flicker and seem to move irregularly after your second answer in different spaces across the map. If you're going to fight, if you guys, I guess it sounds like that's what you're open to. Go ahead and roll initiative for the two of you that are in here, and then also Eric, if you think Maladrin can answer the riddle with his intelligence check, then you can check it out. Uh, 19. Do you have an answer yourself out of character before I give it to you? Because I'll give it to you at 19 for sure. It is, I am always there but cannot be seen. I am nothing, yet I define where things have been. What am I? You're muted. The answer is shadow, which plays real nice. As you say it out loudly, the shadows dissipate back into the shadows, allowing you to be teleported or transported through like a shadow step essentially, and ended up standing next to Aelwyn and Osmir, who was looking around nervously. As he disappears, the shadow in the center of the Shadow Vale, which is this lightly like a strange, like moonlight lit shadow cavern of sorts. You can see kind of beams of strange, like pale light pouring in and casting shadows in strange shapes and sizes, and you see that. But as that happens, the shadow creature again says another. What do you guessed it, Tim? Another riddle. Dun 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 dun. Oh my God. He says in a voice, resounding off the cavern stones, bouncing around as the shadows themselves are doing. He says, and I put it in the chat for you guys, I'm the beginning of eternity, the end of time and space, the beginning of every end, and the end of every place. What am I? Megan knows this one, I can tell. I saw her face light up. Eric's still thinking, and Tim, you should get this. It's not that hard. Don't overthink it. Anybody in the chat can say it too, if you know the answer. I see that. I see that. That's not your favorite thing. Again, you have an intelligence check you can try for. If you're out of character, you're not going to make it happen. In character, I will allow for a roll. Oh well, unfortunately you can't hear what's going on in here anymore. But one of the fawns perks up and says, "The letter E," and you're pretty sure that it was Brash, and he is transported across space and time through to the next chamber. After that, though, of course, you know what happens next, right, Tim? The giant, like, large shadow creature in the center of the cavern says another riddle. And then in this riddle, he says, and if you can answer in the chat, feel free to chat it down. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. Oh, good guess, Nitrox. Good guess. The last one was the letter E. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I? I'll say it again. Yeah, it's a good one, right? I'll say it again. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I can come alive with the wind. What am I? And again, if you don't prefer to, if you can't figure it out in real life, Tim, you do get a roll, as we are playing mythical characters who have their own separate intelligences from our Americanized ones. Nitrox in the chat has said it, and he is a subscriber. So you hear, echoing off the shadowed cascading rocks around you, the repetitive form of your thoughts, and it comes to you that it is, in fact, an echo. So you say the word echo, and you're transported across space and time into the next chamber. Bros the Riddler, indeed. So that makes all of you, having passed that, except for 3 of the fawns, who are going to sit back there and fight about these, or either fight the shades or fight the riddles for the next who knows how long. You guys are now transported to another slightly underground area. This area is quite different than the ones you've been in up to this point. Let me see if I can find the damn thing. Actually, I think I have it right there. I think I set it up. Thank you for the likes, Nitrox 508, my guy. Let's see, we have this here for the scene, and I'm going to create it like that so that Eric doesn't yell at me. Eric's a yeller, you guys. Don't let him fool you. He looks sweet, but he's a killer. Alright, so this chamber is what appears before you guys, as you guys all kind of phase, pretty much seconds apart. Elwyn, you have just enough time to get here slightly before the other guys, and the reason I say that Osmir, your raccoon companion, is a little off-put and whatnot, and like looking around nervously, is the echoes and sounds and vibrations kind of colliding with each other through this just sounds off. It's like a badly played piano echoing the sounds of these strange colored stones throughout the chambers, some of them flashing at dissonant, offbeat like marks at different times, not together, not when they maybe should. And it just sounds and feels out of sorts with what it maybe should be. But that is what the room itself currently looks like. I've got... Oh, let me go up here. So, beyond the Shadow Veil, forest shifts. There's a vast glowing cavern. The walls pulse faintly with light, and the crystals of all sizes are jutting from the ground and ceiling. The discordant hum fills the air, clashing with a rhythmic melody that tries to assert itself. You see black veins twisting through some of the crystals, corrupted energy spreading through the cavern. Now, Aylwin, you've been here a little longer. I know advantage is D&D, but go ahead and roll with advantage and intelligence check. Or knowledge nature I would allow, if you have a better nature roll. You're muted. Okay, 18 is pretty good. Each of these stones is giving off a different, like, vibrational sound. And when Osmir was getting nervous and kind of jumped off your shoulder and went over to one, he put his hand on it, it changed tune. And it seemed to, like, fluctuate tune a little bit. But you're not, you don't know exactly, without a little bit of your guys' discussion, I don't think you'll be able to figure it out. Maybe you'll have some help with this if you guys talk about what you think you're seeing and maybe think you should be doing. No, it flickered and changed the tune. It wasn't one of the corrupted ones that he touched. But you see it kind of bounces around the chamber too. When he touches that, sound kind of seems to reverberate around the chamber. Good job, Nitrox. Alright, I'll take another knowledge nature check from anybody. Yep, so as you touch them, they do make different sounds. The sounds kind of bounce around the room a bit, and they seem to almost talk to each other. But as you touch them, one changes and bounces across the room. You go to another one and touch it, it bounces across the room. But once you stop touching them, they seem to go back to the way they were. Some of the crystals are looser than others. Some of the ones that are corrupted definitely are sending off disproportionate amounts of like wonky, not great sounding sounds. Yes, they just it looks like black veined crystals. They're emitting a discordant hum. Eldritch Smash. You guys, this is your answer every time. These don't look like the stone. These don't have any kind of inscriptions. Yeah, no, I should have known better. So you're gonna pull out your portable RAM and just destroy one. Final answer? Like, you guys don't want to even try the... I said roll another nature check. No one even attempted that. After you've, like... Yeah, I'm open to that. I mean, I said somebody, anybody. Before you, like... You can see that this once was a powerful resonating chamber of harmonic crystals that emit some kind of power here, okay? I understand what you're saying. Just maybe roll the knowledge, did you? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, you did not roll better. Okay, roll a 6-sided die, Tim. You guys are the worst. Okay. Yeah, you're doing great. Let me bring this bad boy up. My brother's calling me, but he doesn't understand. No, dude. Thank you. It is pretty intense. What's it called? So okay, so here's the crystal chamber. Let me throw you guys on it. Let me move to hospital. What's up, McCall? How are you though? Let's see. Let me get rid of these dudes since you guys bypassed them with your excellent riddle skills. McCall, in case you just want one for funsies, I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I? And let's see, we've got Bramble with you guys. Wisp has not made it through. Shimmerleaf has not made it through. We just have Mr. Bramble. He was kind of the beefy, attitude-driven one of the group. Definitely, probably not your guys' favorite, but also kind of like the strong, silent type that just does what he needs to do. So, love that for us. Put Osmir down, put Aylwin down. And I made... No. There we go. Boop. You smash the stone. Pick your stone. Go move yourself to your stone. And I will... So we'll say that the green one on the top right, there's 6 that are all the biggest ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this blue splurgy dirge over here. Right here. This splurge, that one, these 2, and these 2. All the giant ones on the sides. Okay, so the red one there, you move on over to it. It explodes in Fury. Roll a reflex save. Eldrick. Oh. What's all this here? Thank you, Lane. So a 12, you're going to take half damage. It was a 10, but it is 5d6. The crystal explodes. You take 8 damage if you can mark that down. It's piercing damage. You have chunks of crystal like embedded in your armor. Of black lace writhing crystal embeds into your armor. And roll for initiative as a 12-foot tall golem creature arises from the broken sharded crystal with black inky jet-like lightning bolts of darkness arcing through his crystalline body. Bonus points in the chat if you guys want a little riddle action. There's one for you. Okay, move it up. So it looks like Elwin, you have the. I think everybody rolled. Let me roll the. I'll roll the NPCs real quick. Roll NPCs. There we go. Yeah. So Elwin, you have the drop on it. You see it pop up. What's up, Jules? Welcome. You have the drop on this giant. I mean, we're talking. It's like a 12-foot multicolored crystal behemoth, and it has the black veins of corruption eking through it, and you can tell it's a mindless automaton at this point of some sort. Yeah, it's definitely seen better days. You know, like it's not much you can do about this. Where do you lose all your new stuff? You mean you can pass your action. You know, you can hold your action and. What are you summoning? Oh. If you told me, I could make sure I have an image for it versus just a letter. Oh my god, bro. Okay, I guess I just need to go through every list of every summon and Nature's Ally thing we have and make sure they all have images already in here. Got it. I'll make sure to work on that for next week. I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm giving you a hard time. All right, cool beans. So Megan is making magic happen. She's summoning things, and after her is the Turtle Master, Mr. Maladrin Velcaris. Giant crystal behemoth. Your good best buddy Eldrick, who you've never run from battle with while helping. Unless it's in the sewer and you're level 1. So you just roll up there and say, I got your back, and talk to Bramble a little bit? So it's my fault. So the crystalline creature Autobot transforms into a giant table and chairs and says, "Please take out your character sheets and set them on my body here and finish fucking making your characters so that we can play this game fully. If you would not mind, here are some pencils as well, as pens would be permanent, and you'll probably change your damn minds." And he says, "I will go into a neutral mode for this moment." He didn't do that. All right, Eldrick, you're up. What size creatures can you do that to? I think there's a size constraint. And there's also, you're running into crystal difficult terrain, so I don't know that you can do it on there either. It's large, so I think you're fine there because you're medium, but it's difficult terrain after, like, once you get up to them. So does that matter? Oh, that's broken. That is broken. Wow. That's ridiculous. Let me... You cannot normally use overrun combat maneuver in difficult terrain. Because it takes 2 squares of movement per 1 square. Overrun requires you to have sufficient movement to enter and exit the opponent's square. Moving through difficult... Many maneuvers that require free movement, like charging or overrun, are explicitly disallowed in difficult terrain unless special feats or abilities permit it. Exceptions. Improved overrun reduces penalties for overrun. Attempts and provides bonuses, but does not bypass terrain restriction. Powerful maneuvers allow... This is straight from the book. You know, it's up low. Allow maneuver success in situations where restrictions may apply. So you need mythic, powerful maneuvers to take on difficult terrain as well. Or fast movement would work. Or like freedom of movement spell. Workarounds, if you guys are real nice to me, we could do like a CMD, like make the difficulty check just higher if I was trying to be nice. But technically, according to the rules as written in here, I'm assuming, that this is telling me the rules as written, as I asked it a direct question of 1st edition Pathfinder. It does in the movement section of the book, though, I imagine. I would say I'm okay with a workaround of an additional athletics or acrobatics roll on top of to make it work. Kind of like if you're gonna... Huh? Power maneuvers, it's a mythic feat. Yeah, mark that down, right? Okay, but yeah, so then if you'd like to do it, I'll allow for it, but you have to do either athletics or acrobatics DC skill check as well. Essentially, the way this is working is in difficult terrain, you just are basically running uphill and trying to tackle somebody without falling yourself. So like boom, shoulder bush him, So if you're gonna shoulder bash this guy and overrun him and knock him over, being he's a large creature on difficult terrain, I'm going to require an athletics check in this regard, at least. Well, why does it say that in here then? Oh, that's weird. So I guess just acrobatics. I don't know why. Isn't there? There's no athletics in Pathfinder. It says... I don't know why it would tell me to use athletics if it's Pathfinder. Yeah. Oh, there is no specific. So climb would be strength. Let's call. Are you strength? Is your way? I'm down for CM combat maneuver. Huh? I'd say. I mean, climbing is fine because you're climbing over rocks. Essentially, that's what is in the way. I'm fine with that. That, or you can do against his combat maneuver with him getting a bonus. 17. 17's enough to do it. What's the combat maneuver bonus you have against him? Do you roll it or do you just? Oh my god. No, it does not push him over. He is firmly attached to the ground. Which is... What's that? So it's a combat maneuver defense is not a roll. It's just a number. That's a great question. You can Google it. It's a crystal golem. No. Not like you've got almost 10 more to go. Okay. Yeah, no, he definitely he's a I mean just look at it think of it this way. He is a big ass creature that is essentially built into the stone. Oh my god, where's my camera go? There. Like he's just like this big giant crystalline creature that has grown like when that exploded he basically just like out of the stone of the ground and like rock and crystal and just like bodied up and then you basically run into a brick wall trying to knock him over. And he's also 3 feet taller or no more than that because you're 6 foot probably, right? So he's 6 feet taller than you as well. So it makes sense physically, but it also just makes sense mechanically. So okay, so do you get any other attack when you overrun or is that your whole maneuver? Okay, cool. So you just yeah, that's why it's broken. Okay, cool. We should have disallowed it. 7 attacks later. Now I'm done. Yeah, he's pretty nails, man. He's not weak. I was hoping you guys would spend a little time trying to not fight him. He's gonna double huh? He's going to double slam you. And 1 crit with a non-confirm? No, with a confirmation. So it's going to not be good for you. I think Tim's about to go down. Oh, yeah. With the critical, he totally did. Because you guys are injured. Did you add your next level hit points into your base? You're muted. You went to... What's up, Gnome Soldier? So you're 13 points past 55, which was your total. I don't remember what you had before I hit you. 13. Oh, I guess you'd have had 14. But there's no way you only had 14 hit points coming into here. Oh yeah, you got hit with the initial 8. Okay, so is there anything you can do to help him with that, Maladrin? I don't know if there's any. I mean, he needs 13 points back to not go down, but. What up, though, Gnome Soldier in the chat? I got a riddle for you, Gnome Soldier. You want it? Here you go. Okay. So you see him run over, he gets excited. He feels like he's learned something about combat in the Fey world, and he barrels over and tries to just blast through this crystal thing. He bounces off like he hit a wall, and this thing just takes 2 big crystal arms and just blasts him right on either shoulder and just puts him into the dirt, and he just hits the ground and is crumples beneath the weight of this giant crystalline Goliath. Good job. That is wind, indeed. Did you Google it? And after you, we have Bramble, who's going to run over here. And he actually is going to come right behind you, and he is going to begrudgingly dump a superior healing potion down your gullet. The humans always come in here getting beat up and breaking stuff. Oh, well, here, drink this, you silly goose. And he, like, makes you guzzle down a superior healing potion, which I believe is 4d8 plus your con mod. Gnome Soldier for the win. / win. Which basically got you all but 3 of the hit points back. So that's pretty good. Well, and then you have your con. So you should be pretty close to right where you started before you got blasted. You are prone, though. And then we're back to the top. Megan, do you have a creature coming? What happened? Oh, no. Oh, no. This happened last time. Would you know that though, or don't you cast it and then that effect happens? I don't know that you'd be able to change. Right? I mean, realistically, it's a fantasy world, so. Okay. Hopefully, I don't see how they couldn't have a hyena in here. It seems like they should. Hooray! It has a thing too. That's what I like to see. Hyena. One hyena coming up. And make him green. And I'm gonna drop him right here for you. I assume that's, get it. And he can attack like right now. Okay, so he gets 1, and then it's your turn again. I love that. I love that spell pretty though. Son of a biscuit. Oh. Poor Megan. I do feel for you when the spells don't work. Like, and the Fey world just eats them. I do feel for you. Like, I'm not completely heartless. Okay, mostly, but. Yeah, they're pretty. There's a lot of colors going on for sure. Yeah. This one? This one? Oh, okay. So you put him like to this little red guy here, and you touch this one? You guys touch them at the same time, and it like hums with power, and you can feel the radiation from them. It does change. The entire chamber itself changes a little bit. It's not quite right. He's touching a red crystal. You're touching a green crystal right now. It is not quite right, but it does hum differently and kind of ebbs and flows differently. Besides that, though, go ahead and knowledge nature just to give you a little character roll on it as well, just because I think that's fair. Oh, 10. I'm sorry. I'm looking in the chat for it, and I don't see it, and I'm like, where? And I hear you say it. I'm like, I don't see it. You didn't roll it, but I forgot you're rolling at home. Okay, so Yeah, I hate everyone. So you guys do this, and you're like, it seems like there's a correlation here. I don't know. You haven't quite figured it out. You can tell there's some kind of correlation, but you're not quite sure what it is with just the two stones that you've touched at this point. And then I believe we're on to Maladrin, or do you have something else? You have more movement, or yeah, I would say like touching the crystal next to you for you and him. I mean, he had to move to get to his. You did not. Okay. Why not use that powerful bad boy, right? Oh, I think it's not enough. It does. It hits rock. Like he's made of hardcore rock. This creature, just out of character, this creature is not made to be fought and won. You have to figure out the puzzle. Like... what do you mean 9? Oh, 9 damage to hit. I mean, his armor class is 26. No, it hits him, but like armor class isn't just like if you... Okay. I mean, he's huge. You hit him really nice. It just... His armor, yeah. A resounding solid blow that did nothing. Eldrick. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were... Move, maybe? Pokes him with a stick. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know that it didn't do what you wanted it to do. Like, it did do something. Mm-hmm. All right. After you two go, Shimmerleaf appears. And I did? Oh, how did I do that? I must have hit a button. There we go. And Shimmerleaf is right after Maladrin, so 18. Go ahead. Okay, cool. And then I mean, honestly, I think it's probably easiest just to have Megan dump it on him because it'll heal him automatically and do everything. You have it coded. What's up, Zim? What's up, Mark? Okay. How you guys doing? Riddle in the chat for you guys. It's a riddle for you, Zim. 13? Oh, like moderate roll. A 3, a 7, and a 1. I love it. Shimmerleaf shows up on the scene. Yeah, that's fine. She goes, oh, crystals. Look at these. And she kind of like bounces over and like skips past that one and gets over to this one here and like starts like touching it with both hands and rubbing on it. And you and the other two are touching. You two are also touching it, and you feel it kind of vibrate in your hand, and you sense the harmonization of the chamber shifts again as another non as another corrupted crystal is touched, it does feel more rhythmic and more like it maybe naturally should feel, but nothing else happens besides. And then, but she's very entranced with these crystals. She's literally over here. Ooh, shiny. You know how Shimmerleaf is. She's always been one for the. Oh yeah. Luckily, she came first. The other two probably would have ran to battle, but her or Wisp maybe are the best choice for getting in here and actually going to touch the crystals. Eldrick, and then is the hyena gone as soon as it gets up again, or does it get another turn? Okay, I don't. It's one round then, because it appears, and then I'm gonna give you a round. Okay. Okay, before that. Yeah, gives me something to beat up. I love that for you. Oof. Well, that's not real. That's not real. Hang on, why didn't I hit? Oh, 26. Son of a biscuit. Do you have any way to boost his attack, Eric? Or are you not there? In the goblin. So close, Tim. Like, you need a 15 or better to hit naturally. So close. I was hoping you'd take a little chunk out of him. Oh, a tactical retreat? I love it. It was not great. It was not great at all. The Crystal Golem is going to slam the hyena. It crits with one of them. Confirmed. This is going to be dirty. Real dirty. It slams it into dust. And of course it's a summoned creature, so it also just kind of like do, you know. And that's its turn. Bramble is going to take one look at what just happened to the hyena, and he is going to say an incantation lightly in Sylvan. He's going to summon Nature's Ally 3, which is going to be a dire ape. He doesn't have that at level 1. Why? Oh, well, dire ape doesn't show up. Why would? Oh, it's because I'm on there. Hang on. Aw. Ape. It's a dire ape. Level 3. His character sheet says dire. I found it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going off by what the thing has there, and we're gonna put him right in here. This giant bluish black furry mammoth of an ape shows up at Bramble's suggestion here. He'll show up at the end of, right at the beginning of his next turn, right? Or yeah, so Osmir and Aelwyn. There's blue, green, red, and orange, and purple. So 5 colors total. You currently are holding. She's got a blue one. You've got a green one, and Osmir's on an orange one. So purple and red are left if you're going to touch them all. Yar. The music is getting me. I'm not gonna do anything. I have Kenku on. It must be. Is it in the wrong thing? The chat can hopefully. I had it in the wrong thing. Fine. Hey Mark, check it out. Here's a riddle for you. They're embedded in the dirt in the ground. So yeah, you can kind of move them a bit. They are pretty firmly in the ground. But when you just touch them though, you feel the resonance and the sounds and the that come out of them. The harmonizing of them changes even just in touching them. To try and hold it in place. I don't understand. Yeah. Yeah, I think you could try it. That's fine. Yeah, you can try it. You don't have to try it. You just cast it, and you're trying to hold it in place. Essentially, is what you're saying. Yeah, between you and Osmir, right there, that blue patch right below you guys. Shimmerleaf is on blue. So this is a red one. Oh, that's not the right one. Right here. This is a red one. This is a red one. Purple would be. I'm trying to look. It doesn't. Actually, this is a purple one back here. Purple there, red there. This one is 60 foot. Okay. Okay. This one. Got it. Yeah, I think it's, what is it, 30? 100? Or 40? I mean, you could concentrate it if you wanted to work the best. I'd say you could concentrate that into like a full on bumble. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that sounds good. That you're not sure if it's working though. The sounds and the vibrations don't change as the spell hits it. It definitely changes when Osmir gets to his and you're on yours, but it also changes when Osmir leaves the orange one to go to the purple one. And then Shimmerleaf is still like over there playing with the blue one happily. But when you're not sure because now you've moved every round, so you're not 100% sure. But I'll give you a knowledge nature just to see if we can push you over the top. You're pretty sure that it's going to take some living being of higher sentience than a vine. Purple, green, red, blue, orange, and what else was it? There was one more. Purple, red, blue, orange. Purple, green, blue, orange, red. Okay. But yeah, that's. I mean, with your higher roll, you definitely get a feeling that you're gonna have like someone is gonna have to step up to the plate and actually. Okay. It was a good try. Honestly, I think it was a good attempt. Using your brain out of there, and I will give you a mythic point for trying. You've used sub, right? So you have like an empty slot. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Okay. I'm here for it. All right, and up next we've got the Dire Ape is going to show up shortly. We got Maladrin. Okay, Shimmerleaf is lost in the crystal. She loves it. Eldrick. Yes. I'm going to need an acrobatics check. And I'm going to need a strength from you. I would take combat maneuver bonus from you, Eldrick. He puts his knee out, and you lift off with not much force. You shunt yourself back, not getting much power behind you, and you throw a bomb. You're able to do it. It's just nowhere near as pretty as you're explaining it. Kind of that, but also just not pretty. It's kind of like when you're like, your buddy's like, give me a leg up, and you put your hands out, and he's supposed to step on him, but he's too heavy, so your like hands go down and hit your knee, and then he uses your knee and your hand and like pushes off backwards and just kind of shoots back like 6 feet and then stumbles back the rest of the way to the orange one. Yeah, that's possible. Let's see what that looks like. It's definitely possible. It's not pretty, but it's possible. What's up, Steven? What's up, little buddy? Did you hit him? Where's the hit at? I don't see. Oh, I see it. 11 bomb. Yeah, he's a 10 touch, so that's pretty good. The fire does not really do anything to him. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. But yeah, so did you do? And it's funny because yeah, it hit him. Okay, so we got Eldrick running over to the crystal there, the green one. Maladrin's on the orange one. We've got Bramble and the ape fighting. I've got a... You're there. So all we are looking for is a purple one. Right? Because you put... So you're on the way to one. We got one. Yeah, so that red one's the last one to get to. Okay, of those. And then Bramble, he's gonna throw a dagger at this thing. He's not getting close to it. He saw what happened to you, and you're like fully armored. It just bounces off the crystal. He doesn't look nervous. He looks annoyed. And then Aylwin, you're up. Yeah. Okay. Okay. The harmonizing chamber changes its tune. The entirety of the chamber starts to make a more of a pleasing sound as you guys all like touch the crystals and use your life essence to essentially balance the chaotic throes of negative energy that have been pumping into them over the last who knows how long. And the fact of your essential healing mythicalness, you guys are able to touch the different crystals and reharmonize them, syncing them up. They vibrate out the void essence that has been corrupting everything. And it shimmers and shakes everything else, and the crystal creature recrystallizes into a non-corrupt crystal in the shape and form as it was, but also no longer a moving monstrosity. The center area here with the giant, like, orange, like that orange center crystal there, the giant big one that you guys see ahead of you guys in the main picture there with like that grows up. See how there's like a circle in the center? That circle cracks and opens. And allow me to forgotten images. I know Eric likes map records, so I'll do that. The light from the crystals changes. The ebbing and flowing of the disasterful sounds of the crystals changes. The black tendrils of destiny and doom leaves the crystals. And last but not least, you guys manage to set the crystals free from the disturbing forces inside. And they, in kind, open up this this chamber of sorts. Like not a chamber, like a cavern to the ways below that is glowing with this like extra bright crystalline light. I don't know, guys. It's up to you. I will say this is the most cleanly I mean, that's totally fine. You guys are going to be able to do whatever you'd like at this point. This is the least amount of corruption you guys have seen after clearing this chamber. Like the Goblin Warrens, like you still felt some of the goblinoid presence, heard them kind of cackling somewhere in the catacomb of caves, you know, the honeycomb of caves that are in the Goblin Warrens. You heard some of their cackling and drums and evil just kind of seeping through. This chamber, once you've passed the Shadow Veil and come into here, and cleared this of the shadow curse or of the corruption, it does feel as safe as you felt outside of the Queen's Court itself. The Queen's Court? Yeah, Artep, not Queen Victoria. The ape disappears. An hour later, Wisp shows up. 30 minutes after that, Tibbs does as well. Tibbs is like half missing. His arm is like hanging by a thread. He looks bad. They both actually look pretty bad. Wisp is still cheery, but you can see he's like got a couple broken ribs. He's breathing heavy. His face has been bashed a bit. One of his horns is crooked. Like they both look like they went through it to get here. And they don't look great. And they both, essentially, as they get there an hour and a half later, they both kind of just fall on the ground next to like where they enter. And they look around. And you might have heard them say something in Sylvan along the lines of pretty crystals. And then they both just fall asleep. And Shimmerleaf comes over and crisscross applesauces. And she starts like wrapping the horn that's like kind of crooked and tying it to the other horn and kind of trying to put it back in place, like, you know, just essentially tending their wounds while they're all but passed out, mumbling and dis out of sorts. But yeah, I think if you guys would like to try, it's definitely possibly a place you could attempt a long rest. I don't see why. I'm not going to tell you yes or no. Okay. Sure, like maybe this over here. Yeah, you guys are to the point of if you don't rest, you'll get exhaustion levels because it's been a while. I love that. Okay. Of a good berry. You guys like, where'd they go? She leaves you guys outside, takes the fawns, takes the satyrs inside, and just leaves you guys out there. Sorry, fellas, I don't like you that much. Eldric's okay, but he's a guard, and they took my father. And you're an ass because you're a pompous fool. So she's just like not into it. That being said, she doesn't. I don't assume you actually do that, but yeah. So you guys all managed to get off a long rest. Tiberius, upon the end of the long rest, quite aloof. Oh yes, no problem at all. Riddles, my specialty. And he was the last one to arrive. A deck of cards, my ass. No, not one for wastes of time. Okay, so you guys have rested. You're in the harmonizing chamber. This the original crystal that was like kind of had a lot of rock and kind of bad crystals around it has now formed up into this basically crystalline light portal, if you will, that stands before you as the only potential path ahead. Not to like railroad, but choo-choo motherfuckers, Yeah, it's like thank God, no choice. I just want to go where we're supposed to go. Cool. Well, when you have too many choices in a sandbox world, it allows people to make potions of this, that, and the other for no reason, or yeah, okay, there for it too. So you guys managed to get you go up to this portal. Who's going first? I mean, I see that being the case. Wisp is not far behind. He's like, adventure! This is so much fun! We can all hold hands and jump through the gate together, Too funny. I appreciate that. Okay, so that sounds good. Then, so you guys all step up to the plate. All four fawns will step through and say, "It's our duty to protect you. We shall scout ahead." Tiberius says nonchalantly as he steps up to the plate, and all 4 of them step up to this crystal and are instantly teleported somewhere. You guys also do such a thing. You guys step up to the portal 1 and or 5 at a time. And you... carrying your little guy just around? Yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay, so you guys step through and you cut into a chamber that has... oh, that's not what I want. Hang on. It is essentially a simple chamber that looks like it may be some kind of vault. There does not appear to be an exit. However, center mass of the chamber is a large stone throne cut directly from what appears to be rock. There are runes before the throne, and sitting lit upon the throne is a gigantic dwarf. So kind of a conundrum, because dwarves are usually stocky and short and wide. A dire dwarf, if you will. The throne and the statue itself are almost 20 feet tall. And he sits on this statue. There's flakes of crystals throughout him. And he is just racked with these tendrils of darkness. Just kind of... So the throne itself is a statue, but this large... I'm gonna share it with you guys. This large creature on it is still in place, dwarven, kingly looking guy. There's like light from above kind of like shining on him, though there's no like obvious light source, just shining down on him, and you can see like the shadows of tendrils of darkness trying to eat into him. And he's got like little crystal shards like embedded into him and the throne itself. And he sits before you guys, and you guys are like right on the other edge of this like this runic floor right here, this circle of runes. You're on the other side of that, like looking up at him from your small little humanoid space. And he shifts his head and looks down, and he says in a gravelly voice, he says, "Finally, the mortals foredeigned to save me and everything. Put an end to my existence. Free the realm from the tethers of the Hatred Queen." Your guys' answer, I just have to remember, I know like how, if I want to get what I want to get when I want to get it, I just have to be like, put something in front of them to smash. When he speaks, it comes through in common or dwarven or elven or sylvan. It doesn't matter. It reverberates through the entirety of the chamber and bombards your consciousness with his thoughts. You could definitely try. You can definitely try. Okay. So before you guys like engage them in any way, you start to like check out the runes and like see if you can figure out what is being said here, right? Okay. Let me see. Why is it not? Bear with me. There it is. It appears to be some sort of containment spell that is keeping the darkness from fully taking him over. does appear to be written with the steady and firm chiseling of a dwarven stonemason. It's not written. It is literally chiseled into the earth itself. To stop the encroaching darkness, my people sacrificed everything to return to the earth as one. All of you must be reborn. All of you must be remembered. Free the chaos. Ignite the flame. Here go. Many things are clear, and many things are lost to time. Know that she was pale, and her ears were long. Long ago, she drove our people to the Chaos Realm, where many Eladrin rule. War erupted for nay a millennia. Finally, with much disrespect, they cast me and my ilk here to this cavern to rot. But they did not know that dwarves are but made of stone, and we have returned to it as such, and held on for even longer. I know not many things, as many thoughts are in my mind, and not all of them are my own. Yes. The Unseelie Eladrin is a whole nother aspect. He says, yes, the Eladrin fight amongst themselves to the detriment of all. Petty, flighty beings, not sound as such of dwarves, or short-lived as that of your kind, mortal. I am the last of the Corsavian Empire. I am all that remains. Lost to thought, lost to time, I am the doorway to your way home. Through me, you shall fight chaos. Beyond me, you shall either live or die to free all realms. This is a good question. And you can see like pebbles like of tears, like you see rock, like black rock and like white rock and different kind of shades of rock just kind of tearing up in his eyes and tumbling down as like an avalanche, as he's mostly made of stone. But you get the sense that he's in pain as he breaks both of his arms free of the throne. He freezes one arm, then the other, and he starts to like push himself up. He says, my death will be your doorway and my final act of resistance against the Hatred Queen. Roll initiative. I have no choice. And like darkness starts to pour out of his like mouth and cover him in a covering of just black like Icarus like slime. And he says, I live and died free. And like he crumbles and is replaced with this oily mass of like a giant black ooze creature that is just these tendrils of nasty, mythic, disgusting, corrupted energy. I need you to all roll a fortitude save or be at -3 to pretty much everything. It is a 16. DC 16. Hope for it too. Okay. Maladrin, an 8 is not great. You're at -3 to attacks and saves and skill checks while in its presence within 100 feet, and the chamber is not that big. So you suffer no negative effects to it per se, but you do have but yeah, Maladrin, you're not doing great. It's okay. Oh no, the vault's here. Okay. Rested, and you're out of her realm. This is technically a realm between the Fae and the material plane. Through him, you're at what he. Well, I'm trying to think if I could even tell you that. What he's become is the final Fae. The unseelie Fae has become one with the corruption, and he's been fighting it. So basically, you're going to be fighting him, but it's not him. It's what was left of the unseelie Fae that he's been fighting for millennia. Eldrick is in game. Oh, I see. I'll take it off. I take it off. That's from a while ago. You've had a long rest, so it should have. Let me redo it before we get into it. Why is it not doing it? Why? Oh, we're not playing that. You're gonna need them. I thought it cleared them all. Is it Pathfinder different that much? I'll have to look at that later. Okay. But yeah, so here is the vault. I'm gonna just a second. After all that is said and done, let me look and see if I can pick one of these. See which one I like the most. Oof, maybe not that one yet. Yeah. The Eladrin Fae turns into this black, like, ooze blob looking thing. But as it's, like, settling into place, it actually turns into this really big, black, covered and vein-filled, corrupted snake creature of it's a large aberration size. I don't know if I can. What? Is that real? Okay, well, we're gonna just go ahead and say that the harmonies of the crystalline chamber work together to fully fill your bellies full of hot steamy stew, and you guys just feel super good, because I was not aware, and I would not. This is not acceptable. So moving forward, we now know we need a week's rest to get 10 hit points back. So so that sounds really nice. But for now, we've got this corrupted snake here. That is what the amorphous blob has turned into. It looks the same, it just looks a little more badass. Cool. And then we can roll initiative. Did you guys already roll your initiatives? I think you did. Oh, well, some of you did. I think we could just... I think I messed them up. Let me look and see. I think I deleted them. Go ahead and roll them again. Eldrick and Maldred. I did. It was pretty good. The Corrupted Snake is going to go first. Let's get the Satyrs on here first real quick. Let me just pull the Satyrs over. They're going to be kind of milling around. Maldron, you're probably right here, right? -3 to everything, basically. Shimmerleaf. Skills, attacks, and saves. I know you're not really technically really up there, Maldron. Just kidding. Cool. And top of the round is going to be the Corrupted Snake. It is going to instantly just come right here and just shoot a cone of black corruption out of its mouth. 20-foot cone from there. So looks like Elwin will have to roll a reflex save. It's so will the Fawns. Yep. But you didn't hear, huh? I love that for you. So you take half, and all but looks like Tibbs takes the full brunt of it. It is 10 points of damage to you, 20 to Tibbs, and 10 to everybody else there. You take 10. And it is bubbling on you. It has attached itself to you, kind of not dissimilar to like the Venom symbiote, how it kind of like bubbles and gurgles all over. It's attached to your person at this point. Now, I'm not saying that you are full on, you know, you're not corrupted by it per se, but it is on you, and it does appear to be trying to like wrap you in it. It's a full round action to attempt. And it's eventually going to matter. But for now, that's what it did. Tibbs, he's got his short bow he'll mess with. So they're just going to shoot at it. Miss. I got Wisp is also going to short bow it from here. And miss. I mean, it just bounces off it. Maladrin, you're up. What you're saying is you do a quick reach around and pour it down his gullet? Okay. Okay. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do just to survive. AC 4 natural to eligible. I don't know how would we confirm it. I mean, it doesn't show up on a sheet, so. It says it on the combat tracker. We'll just keep an eye on it. It looks right. We'll just keep an eye on it, and then we'll see. And then that's your whole everything. You're good. So technically, you can't move a lot, but since it means nothing to do this besides semantics or cinematics, I'll let it slide. You can do a little whirly move. I know that you wanted to be able to reach around and dump it down his throat first. So after you did that, you're able to like do a spin move and like throw your cloak back and let it blow in the non-existent wind. I feel that. So like I mean, epically, we'll just let it slide because there's almost no problem with it. Like nothing changes by you moving that 5-foot step at the end of dumping it down his gullet. Yeah, okay, perfect. It just looks good. That's what I love. That's why I like it. Captain Ashenheart, Eldrick Ashenheart of the Ashenhearts. Just so we're clear, it smelled really bad, tastes even worse, and you're pretty sure there's hair in it. Very cool. That is 15 foot up. You could take those stairs. But you could also climb it. You could climb it, but it's going to take your climb speed of it's half your movement. So, well, I mean, I don't know. Let's see. 5, 25, 30, 35. It'd take you 40 to get to him if you just went up the wall with a climb check. All right. Goes to knock the snake over. He doesn't have feet, but I mean, I hear you. So like, I mean, okay. Cannot be tripped. Is tripped a thing? Is this tripping basically? Is overrun a trip move? Oh, no, you got it. Oh, not by 5. Yeah, you just hit it. You need a 29 to knock him prone. But, like, he can't be tripped. So, I don't know, like, that's why I wanted to know, because he cannot be tripped. Yeah, that's knocked. She had to make eggs somewhere. Can't get an omelet without cracking a couple eggs. Hey! The disrupting Warhammer hit, not crit confirmed. Want to use a mythic point to confirm it? Just hold shift when you do your damage. Yeah, because you also have to hit its AC though, so you're gonna have to roll your mythic to make sure. The mythic point, yeah, well, because mythic points is he has to have. Yeah, you still roll a dice. You just get a mythic addition, so roll your mythic die. Because you need a 20, so you got to get a 2 or better. Okay, so you hit his armor class, So now you can do this whole. I think, is it shift or control? Yeah, hold shift to do the damage. So you do 54 damage to it, and it just kind of grazes the surface of this thing. It's not great, but it's fun for me. I hope you guys are having a good time. I know Eric is. Right, Eric? I miss Thrain. He was so nice. Nicest statue ever. All right. Then after that we have Bramble. He's just gonna do what the rest of them have been doing. I'm gonna say they fan out though. They're not gonna stay in a 20-foot cone for it to blast him with more ichor. Let's see, 22 does hit though. He manages to get it through. What was your plan? Keep them together. Yeah, Elwyn, you're up. Okay, I love that. Roll a. It's a spell, so. It's a 0 level. Or like a level 1 or something. That's... Just do a level 1. Oh, the spell. Oh, you mean like the Fey part doesn't happen. The spell still goes? Okay, as long as the spell's still gonna go, I'm fine with that. I didn't want the spell not to go and you not to get the back. That's fine. I'm fine. Perfect. Okay. Roll a reflex save +5. Bodhi is. You and... No. It's not. That's not happening. Just roll a reflex. 15, 20. You're able to wash it away with the cleansing of the water. It drops the black Icarus mess of the corruption off of you and Wisp. Thank you. Cool spell. I can't wait to battle this thing. I think we're going to win, he says. Okay. Okay, the snake is going to attempt to just bite you. Straight up, quick bite. A 20 is going to miss. You just whack it. He just whacks its face away from it as it comes in with his shield and just blasts it across the face. It doesn't do any damage to it, but it just doesn't allow it to bite him. Its first attack, and then it's going to try to wrap around him for its second attack, which is going to be plus 12, 24. You are grappled. Well, that'll be combat maneuver bonus. What's your CMD? Where is it? 21, 24. So you are grappled by the snake. Let me find. Your armor class did great against the bite attack that you weren't. Oh, does the CMD go up with that too then? So it's got you in its like body, like it's got you all, and it does have spikes along its spine. Tibbs is going to ranged attack in, like all of the little guys. 11 is going to miss. Wisp is going to do the same. A 24 is actually going to hit. Wisp is getting after it. Let's go, Wisp! Let's go, Wisp! And then Maladrin. After 6 points of damage from Wisp to the creature, Maladrin. Valkeris. I need more screens. You're movable. What do you mean? What's your question? So it's a 15-foot cliff-like surface that you can climb. So it would take 30 foot of movement to get up there, and you're about 5 feet away. So it'd be 35 foot of movement to get to the edge. How much movement do you have? 30. You could get to the top of here. You could get to the. You're like hanging on the side of the. What is it called when it's uplift like that? It's a dais or. Okay. That's the bomb. Show me. It uses its tail to just whack it away. You can roll as a D8. 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be right here. So that's a splash on it, right? Oh, it'd be right here, technically. Yeah, he did. 6 damage is 6 damage is 6 damage. You know what I mean? That's true, he is pretty quick. Eldritch Ashenheart of the Ashen Hearts. It's an action. Like it's a full round action to attempt it. The effects of grappling are you cannot move. There's a dex penalty of -4, attack and combat maneuver penalty of -2, except for those made to try to escape. No two-handed weapon use. And while grappling, you can damage the target, make an unarmed strike, or attack with a light or natural weapon, pin the target, restrict the target further, imposing additional penalties, or move both creatures, drag or position the target at half speed. Escape artist check or combat maneuver bonus check to get ungrappled. You can get aid from an ally. Yeah, they'd have to get pretty close. You could do a combat maneuver CMB versus CMD to get out. Yeah, which it probably isn't for him. Yep, CMD or CMB. Yeah. You're at 19. What do you get, a D8 Mythic if you use one? D6. Let me see. Do you want to roll D6 and try and get out, or just wait it out? It's not a real easy roll, but it's not impossible. So 24. You don't like this thing. You just go ugh, and like jump up a little bit and land just outside of its grapple, and it like you push with your big ass arms and just kind of shunt your way out and land right next to it instead of in its grasp. You literally just met the requirement to get out. I do too. That is your action, though. Hey, it could be worse. You could be swallowed or engulfed or something. Bramble misses. Shimmerleaf is distracted, but she realizes just in time for her turn that she should help, and she shoots her bow as well. Also missing. It just kind of dinks against its scales. Aylwin. Oh, God. These are great in the Fey world, are they not? Oh, yeah, hopefully, right? Hey! We hope so. 4 minutes of gravity bow is clutch if we can get it to work. It's like your attack action. Right, but you can still move or do a free action like. Okay. Okay. Corrupted Snake. Let me roll this real quick first to see if I need a 19 or 20. Not enough. Okay. It's just going to bite you first. For its first attack, it's going to attempt to bite you now that you got free. So essentially, you like struggle bust your way out of this thing's coils and like just get right over to the other side of it. And you got your shield ready, and it's like as you get out of it, it does one of those full on snake like it just gets in at you like that. It comes straight for you with its bite. Oh, yeah. 27 is going to hit, though. Regardless, but I'll take the effect off. What's your armor class with the natural 4? Is it 24 right now? 22? Oh, okay. I thought you had a 20 with the shield. Oh, okay. Still pretty good. So, yeah, 27 is going to hit you. You're going to take... this, I need a fortitude save as well. Oh. 8 points of damage, not enough to really do anything. And your fortitude save was 13, which is not going to be enough. You are going to be poisoned. Which is the nauseated. So when you become nauseated, it does... Let me look to make sure. Limits your actions, so you can only take a single move action per turn. No other action allowed. You can't take a standard action, a free action, a swift action, or immediate action. While nauseated, the creature often suffers thematic effects like retching, gagging, or otherwise showing visible distress. So for... Hang on. It's currently set at... 4 rounds you're nauseated. Which means basically you can move on your turn. What do you mean, like a step, like 5-foot step beforehand? I think that's real. Nauseated creature cannot attack, cast spells, or use spell-like abilities or activate abilities that require concentration or effort. The only action they can take is a move action. Does Overrun take more than just a standard move action? I mean, if it's just a move action, then I guess that I can see how Overrun could work. I mean, but consider yourself like holding puke back and occasionally going. Like you've got a giant festering black wound where this thing is bit through your arm of your armor. Yeah, I smashed it. I beat it by 4 or by 5. But that 4 extra armor class does help. I mean, honestly, he'd been hit a lot more earlier. Good job, Geo. All right, so that's Cryptid Snake number 1, and he is going to attempt to grapple you again. Your CM, what's your CMD again? 21. Okay. I rolled a 21. You are not only can you're re-grappled. Look like yeah, it's a dangerous creature. But you guys are doing pretty good considering. I'm gonna put it kind of on you to show. So you're grappled and nauseated, and the satyrs are gonna short bow it. Misses. It's just that bangs against the scales. Oh, but Wisp is on one, man. Wisp is doing the Lord's work right now. Quick, 2 more damage to it. Hey, look, hey, whatever we can do. Maladrin. Alright, that's 5 foot. You can see like he's like white-faced behind the gray slate skin that you've got. There's a little like puke in his like stubble of his beard that he's grown since being in the Feywild for a few days. And like he's like wrapped in the coils of the snake. It's in his arm, and I don't know that you can see it from there because he's wrapped up in the snake. But you could tell that he's been throwing up. And you've heard the battle, and you were looking over the edge. You saw him. He got bit somewhere. Whether you know what part of him got bit or not, I mean, that's probably not as clean. Do I get an attack of opportunity then? Oh. That's true. A man can dream, okay? This is like curdled cottage cheese. Like it's like it's got the worst texture and it smells of like Fermunda. Okay, but you, yeah, it's nasty. It's real, I know, but it's like extra curdled. It's mega curdled Fermunda cheese potion, but you get real big, real hard. What's the CFD now? It breaks. I rolled a 13 on my attempt to keep it active, so it'll break it again. Now, granted, he can't attack because he's still nauseous, but he did get out of the grappling. Okay. And that's all. You're no longer grappled. Eldrick. First you start out like giant puke all over the snake. You made me this way. You're gonna pay the consequences. Okay. Megan, you don't happen to be coding the enlarge spell for him, are you? Thanks, Eric. Thanks. Here, I got it. It's something. How come I can't? I added a spell, but it's not letting me make the spell. Like I added a spell thing. It doesn't give me anything to like make the. Well, in Pathfinder, because D&D is different because it was easier. Is it just add a weapon instead that I do if I want to add like a? No, that's not gonna do it either. Do I have to add a spell class? Add item. No. I have the coding, I just don't know how to put it on him. Maybe it's easier if I just do it on Maladrin's sheet with this spell. I already have it all figured out. I don't think you have to do that. If you change this thing, it should automatically do it. Yeah. So his CMD now is 21. +1 because yeah, by 1. Okay. 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 So he gets bigger. It overruns it, right? Which basically moves. Yeah, so it's knocked prone is all that's going to do to it, really, or does he take damage too? Somehow, Dance Destroyer used to do damage. Oh, I just remember him doing like mega damage to all this stuff ever. Okay, roll a Fortitude save. You spit out what appears to be a glob of black Icarus puke ball and just instantly feel the nausea alleviate from your senses. Bramble is going to short bow him and miss. Shimmerleaf is going to short bow him and miss. Elwyn. Why are you echoing? Me neither. Okay. Burmer endured. Burmer endured. Almost. You're super close, right? One of these times. Oh my god. All right. And Osmir do anything? He gets a Fortitude save as well. Yeah. It's 4 rounds that you have to... Oh, yeah. So he also spits up some black ichor and... Oh yeah, he's not. He's got like there's like raccoon retch all over his fur. He just spits up this black Icarus like moving blob of whatever darkness. Oh, Nitrox says your room is low key fire, Megan. Nitrox said that your room is low key fire in the chat. Show him your Macho Man costume from Halloween. Nitrox is a good kid. He won the keyboard. Yeah, she made a Macho Man Randy Savage, the wrestler costume. She made it. Complete with the frails and everything, yeah. She's a boss like that. We like her when she's not being mean to me. It's so sick. He's crying, he said. Corrupted Snake. Let's see. Not having much luck with Eldrick, even though he looks to be dangerous. The Corrupted Snake is going to attempt to bite our good buddy here next to him. Obviously is helping him. But in doing so, turning his attention away from the giant Eldrick, who's no longer nauseated, he fumbles his senses and is looking too quickly between the two of you. If you have a melee weapon in hand, you're allowed an attack of opportunity. 26 is going to hit with the disrupting... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Snap it to a Slim Jim. That's right. That's the one. He goes, the Slim Jim guy. 11 damage to the Corrupted Snake with the Disrupting Hammer. It's an undead disruptor, right? Yeah. All right. And then you don't have a melee weapon out, do you, Eric? Oh yeah, it does have that. You have that dagger, baby, my ass. The dagger on your shield. If you wanted to use the dagger in your shield to make a melee attack, the corrupted face, Snake of Doom or whatever, roll the nat one. You get an attack opportunity. I have the item. I just cannot use it yet. Okay, so you don't even have to use your shield. I'm here for it, buddy. What you got? It's going to be a fist. Wow, so you've really put a lot of work into your character being coded. You're a turd. What had happened was, is what I heard. What had happened was, let's see, and then you did hit with a 16, hits him. Okay. Oh yeah, because he's prone. Daddy, chill. All right, cool. Tibbs is on the warpath here with his shot from his bow. 17 is missing. Even prone. What's its? Is it with prone? Is it flat-footed? Oh yeah, for ranged. He's gonna billy goat up. He's gonna billy goat up, and so's Wisp's gonna billy goat up as well. But he will also take a quick ranged at it and miss. And then Maldrin, you're up again. There's only 3 of you playing, so. And just fall down? Like a tactical step? You would be at the edge with a tactical 5-foot step. You would have a 5-foot step would get you to the edge, not over the edge. Okay. I moved you. Okay. Yep. 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right on your boy Eldrick. So go ahead and hit him with it and splash the creature. And then splash the fawn right there too. He's dangerous. Slash, you're on fire! Fire! You're on fire! I'm sorry! Poor world. What a world. What a world. First time for everything. Okay. This is nice for you. Okay. The Bramble is next. Bramble has got his short bow out. He's going to do that. He is also going to Billy Goat up. 25 is going to hit as he crests the edge of the dais. He's going to shoot this for 6 points of damage, whittling this thing down one quick thing at a time. Shimmerleaf is not going to Billy Goat up. She is distracted by the crystals around her. She thinks they're very much more prettier down here. She will, however, attempt to cast Fear on the creature. Oh, you're in trouble now, she says. It succeeded and did nothing, but Elwyn. Stuff on fire. Did you set fire to... Did you put him on fire? Is he on fire? Like, round to round? Eric. Did you drop the fire effect on him? You hit him with it directly because he was in that space, right? Splash damage. I got you. Okay. So basically it just hits the ground and it erupts and burns him a little bit and then it's over. You've already cast Gravity Bow for 4 minutes. I'm just... Okay, alright, that's fine. It's true. Yeah, you're not very good with the bow yet. Okay. No, it would be no... Oh, we love that. I love that for you. What do I need to hit? Reflex of... Oh. Yeah, it does if you have like any additional stuff go in your level, like if you get more. But I don't think level itself. I think like the stuff that comes with it. Yeah. It saves. It withers around on the ground. I mean, it is a snake. Anything from little sourpuss Osmir or anything else for you? Okay, fair enough. Corrupted snake is going to bite. Attempt to bite and not do well, and then attempt to grapple. What's your CMD now? 22? So it gets up. So here's his 23. My CMB. As a snake, though, it seems crazy. Yeah, you can have your attack. Unless, did he already take one? No, it's a new round. Okay, go ahead. This is where combat reflexes come into play, because he'd be like, oh, I'll just take 4 of them. That's not how it works, but it sounds good. You managed to... Oh, okay, I give it back, thanks. And then we've got... CMB of +9, so what are you at? You're at what? 20. So it tries to wrap itself around you, but you just like lift your giant ass leg up and it doesn't manage to do it. Tibbs is up here now that it's no longer prone. I need to fix that. And he's still gonna bow it, but now he's like up here in case he needs to come to your aid. Tibbs is doing awful. He's still pissed about his horn, I think, which is like basically tied together with the other horn to keep it like from tipping. Super sad, but it is what it is. Wisp is also going to shoot his bow real quick at it. Oh, so close to a 20. It misses, and Maladrin. Okay. That time you hit it. Why does it 18 hit it though? Is it based on flat-footed? Has to hit flat-footed. Oh yeah, so yeah, it's way easier for you to hit with that. That's great for you. Yeah, it knows this trick now. It's like, no. Okay. You love the overrun. Burn a Mythic to reroll. I don't think that's actually a thing, but I know. So I'm trying to teach you guys. 19 damage is better than an at 1. And burning up those mythic points before the next phase is great for me. So, Eldrick, is that it? Okay, we got Brambo with the short bow. Hits. 3 points of damage, 1 point at a time. The Shimmerleaf, she'll go ahead and bow this bad boy. She will actually, oops. She will actually go ahead and mount up. Billy Goat's up there real quick too. And then she's going to shoot it real quick. Shoot at it, I should say. And then Aelwyn and Osmir. Oh, I need to roll something. Hang on. You go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, perfect. That's what I need. That's what I need to roll. Good for me. A reflex for nothing if I make it. 14. 25. Hey, now you're Gravity Bow and Flaming Spearing. You're doing great. You can miss on 2 fronts. This is just enough. Wow. As well. Okay. 2 1s. Okay. I mean, it looks injured-ish. It's hard to tell because wherever there would be blood, it's just black goo kind of bubbles up and pushes your arrow out and just festers over the whole body. Okay. Anything for Osmir? Not going to send him in. 5 points of fire damage to the corrupted snake. We've got... I'm going to start with the bite on Timmy Tim. Shimmy. For the bite for Eldrick here. Hits. Need a fortitude save. Oof, 14 damage. That actually is the DC for it, so you're not nauseous. It is going to attempt to grapple you again, though, so similar moves for both of you, but it keeps coming back with more. It's confident it can get something off here. We got a 20 versus 22? 23? Does not get it off. You lift your foot up above that withering and withering snake again, and Tibbs is going to shoot into it with his little bow, and he is going to miss. Wisp is going to laugh a little bit to himself and say, "This thing's so dead. We're going to win this battle." And he misses as well. And Maladrin Velkeris. You always go places I can barely see like the line. I'm like, where's he trying to go? I can't like accept it. You're pushing him off the edge or what? You're pushing the goat out of the space? They're not tiny. They're medium creatures. But if you go past them, it's an attack opportunity. Well, then you're gonna stop before him then and be stuck at here. Guess that's technically. That's all that mattered to you. You just wanted to be able to reach out and touch someone. Repertoire. All right, you have to roll in the Feywild percentile. Oh. Poshanus. Maximus Eldrick. It's almost like magic. Science. 'Tis much chemistry, my dear boy. Alright, attempt that first. You just take up so much more space now. Such a big daddy. Misses him just enough. Yep. Yep. Yeah, you're not close enough. You're too close. You hit him. Is the math right? Just check while between rounds. Just check to see, make sure the math is right, that his stuff is working correctly on you. 14 is going to miss from Bramble. 21 actually hits. Good job, Shimmerleaf. For 1 damage. Ilman. Wah, wah, wah. Think. A 20 to hit. Its armor class is 20. So yes. I need another screen. I think I need another one of these 49-inch bad boys. I have a lot on my screen right now. And I still can't see everything. Oops. 4 damage to the corrupted snake. And it is going to utilize... its breath weapon. Everybody's so close together. Let me see who all I can get. No, it's a spell-like ability. I think I can get all three of you guys. So I need a dex save from Eldrick, Maladrin, and Wisp. A reflex save. Alright, so Eldrick takes all of this. Eldrick, you take 20 damage. And Maladrin, you take 10. And Wisp takes 10. Did you already add it? Okay. And then you will have... It is now you have the wreathing black symbiote type mess attached to your bodies now. Your guys aren't sure yet. You haven't seen the outcome of it. The three of the satyrs still have it on them, but nothing has come of it yet. It's been 7 rounds, but yes, you just take half damage from it, and it's like sticky. That's the issue. And then so that was its breath weapon. It still has. No, it's done. It's Tibbs. Tibbs is going to have to roll a will save, which he passes on the nose. And then he's going to short bow. Critical confirmed. Confirmed critical for 12 damage. Good job, Tibbs. Tiberius for the W. Let's go. We got Mr. Wisp here, who doesn't have it. Now renewingly has it on him. He doesn't have it all on him, thanks to L1's Quick Waterworks. He does, however, miss his attack, and we're to Maladrin. Is your fire thing gone? I didn't mean to. Okay, I'll put it back. No, it's still on it. No, I was talking to her fire circle. I re-added it. Roll an intelligence check, or knowledge alchemy, knowledge arcana, knowledge nature, knowledge something that makes sense. Yeah, basically. We only have 18 minutes. Maybe you're maybe the best you can. Maybe you don't know. You have no proof, but you're like, but fire burns everything. So like, you want to think yes, but you also have no true confirmation of it. The three of you in front of it, and all three satyrs. Besides all the satyrs and you and Eldrick. Oh God, I don't like fire. He's so pretty too, like he's very cute. Oh. So it's right here. So you just hit the snake, right? He's 5 foot away. It only splash put a 5, right? Oh, then it does splash Brash as well. Bramble. Not fire, you idiot human! He's very gruff. You're not. Doesn't it roll damage? It's just natural 6 damage. Gotcha. Sure. Okay. Perception check and Eldritch. Okay, and Eldritch. And perception check while we're waiting, Eric. Just keep going. Okay. The ooze appears unaffected. Oh, you didn't percept yet. I thought that was your perception. Now it's Eldrick's Ashenheart's. It does not appear to be affected any more or less than anything. The water definitely washed it away. You can see that it's not affected as well as anyone ever has. You see that it's not a viable cause to get rid of it at all. Everyone else doesn't see nearly as good as you. You see more clearly than anyone. In fact, you see the clearest. I can see clearly now, I'm sure. Flanking. Yeah, with well, Wisp has a bow out. But he has horns. He has natural attack, so yes. Yeah, but you're not catty corner like Wisp is. Sorry, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's a little funny. It's a little funny. Bites. It's gonna bite you. Yeah. As a response to your deal. Oh well, not well enough. It misses even though because it bites your shield again this time. And I'm not gonna give you another free go with the Mythic on that one. I don't think. You get one, you know. Let's see, Tibbs. Bramble's way. Oh, I don't know why I went up there either. Bramble. That's fine. Bramble needs to roll a Vil save. Bramble, standing next to you, screams out in pain, and the black ooze overtakes him, coating him in what appears to be black, oily scales. He actually swings his dagger at you. 25 is going to hit. Not confirmed. I'm going to do a quick D6 plus... Wait. D4 plus 2. It does 5 damage to you, and he is now hostile. Shimmerleaf is going to roll her will save. She passed. She's going to use her short bow on the snake. No, because she's not even sure like what's going on. I mean, she's just like I said, she's basically distracted by snake and crystals, snake and crystals. She's got a lot going on, and Tiberius is not a caster type. He's not. That's not something he thinks of. Bramble definitely did no clue. If any of them, it would have been Wisp, and you took care of him. The first time, yeah, Elwyn, and it's been on. It hasn't been on him as long this time. Hey, there you go, success. I know, for me though it was. Okay. All right. And do I have to do it because you're not coded in here? Yeah, I know. I'm saying that's exactly that's what I was asking. Let's see. Um, okay. Okay. Sorry. We got Corrupted Snake. Takes 5 damage. And to be fair, it's more. Tibbs is going to take a tactical step back and use his action to remove the gunk. Let's see how he does. It seems to be sticking to his mitts. Oh, sorry, Tibbs is already back. He tries, and so will a Wisp, though, based on your recommendation. He manages to kick his off of him with his paws. Maladrin. Makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. Indeed. It did. Yeah, it did earlier. Did you get it prone again? It's prone again. I didn't. I have to. I have to add the effect. Sorry. Thank you. Prone. There we go. You need to make. I'm gonna need you to make an overrun feature that makes it prone. When you overrun. So like I don't. I did it. I mean, I did it. Oh, Tim. Yeah, yeah. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, so that's fine. Just roll your acrobatics. He's got a good plan. Oh yeah, you basically skeet down the side of the cliff there, like riding the rocks. Hey, Geo on the map. What's up, buddy? Thank you, sir. You're gonna scrape it off. Handling material. Yeah, like handling materials, like corrupt material type things. I see what you're saying. I'm not sure what you expect of it, though. I mean, you're scraping something that isn't a stationary material that you can pour. It's a clingy substance that is on you, actively trying to take over your body. Yeah, go for scrape. I'm for it. It's a full round action to do, so. Let's just do reflex. It's probably good for you anyway. Plus what? Oh yeah, plus 5 is fine. Well, no, you had the 5 was for the water. That wasn't good enough. It's still stuck to you, and it's been 2 rounds, so we got some time. That is anything else for you? I think it's a full round action, so you can't even move technically to get a chance to take it off of you anyway, right? Yeah, he took a tactical 5 foot, so that's acceptable. Cool. Eldrick. It is, yep. You take it and it's just on your armor and you just go shink and it like sparks a little bit and it shoots it off. The flame does nothing but special effects, but um, but the fact that you scrape it off is real talk. Okay. Nothing because you've had to use everything in you to get that off of you this round. Nothing. It's a full round everything to remove it. You scrape it in multiple places. Bramble is going to attempt to dagger you as he's controlled by the slime. He misses, since you said as much. Shimmerleaf is going to attempt to... Firstly, she's going to... He's encompassed in it. You can't see him. She saves against will. Yeah, you have no idea. As far as you can tell, he is a oil-coated demon-looking satyr at this point. She tries to get it off of herself and doesn't manage to. Elwyn and Osmir. Finally. Hey, 3d6 is no joke. 10 fire damage. Okay. Beating it. Okay, back to the top of the round. We're going to end here with this information for you. The corrupted snake tips its scaled and oil-covered head back, screeches out in a reverberating, nasty sound, not dissimilar to the distorted sounds of the cavern before here, where the corruption had kind of corrupted the harmonizing of the cavern, and it belches out a pillar of black gunk that lands in 1 and 2 places. Emerging from those places are 2 crystallized black gunk creatures that it has summoned forth with its darkness and corruption. We'll pick up from there next week as it's summoned its allies, since it is at half-mast. No. I like where your head's at, but we're not going to do that. But so we'll pick up here next week with the corrupted face snake and the black ichor monsters that it has now summoned this round with some of its remaining corruption power. Good job, guys. You actually got through the 2 chambers. That was good. I was kind of hoping it gives half life if you once per long rest. So half your hit points back with a look once per long rest as a swift action. You could show it to anyone. Yep. I'm not negative, you're negative. That being said, your Petrogords, the 1d8 heal in the Petrogords has replenished. So you each do have one of those. If you haven't used the other 2 of them, those would be there. But the next long rest will give you your second gourd, and the next long rest after that will give you the large gourd. Unless you keep using. Hey, look at all them likes popping up on the screen. Good job, buddy. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. But that is going to conclude our Pathfinder session for this. I hope you guys had a little more fun. We definitely got a little farther and had a lot more happening. Got a little bit more story knocked out, and it kind of pushed forward. You didn't learn his name necessarily, but King Thrain was the fallen dwarven Fey King that you guys met earlier briefly before he. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's who that was though. He crumbled into oblivion, basically. But yeah, good job. I think we're off to the races. I mean, you guys basically just have 1 snake and 2 to 10 corrupted slime monster things to fight, and potentially you might hit the other side of this Fey world stuff. Is that what Scribbler's saying? Yo, I love Scribbler. It's the stupidest thing, but it's my favorite. Yeah. I can't wait. Let's recap the Feywild Fandango. That's up higher. Hang on. Oh. I don't see the notes. Is it in the... Oh, it's in the general lobby text. Yeah. Yeah, it's a continuation of a harmonized crystal chamber. I mean, it's coming along nice at this point. I mean, we needed this session to push us into the next area, so that's good. But anything you guys need to go over before we sign it off? I saw that.